Sally, it's time for our podcast. What's going on over there? Holy moly.
Sorry.
Well, hi everybody in YouTube land. So I'm Ross, and this is my colleague Sally, and we're here today as part of our series on coping with COVID-19. I think we're here to talk about joy, judging from Sally's dance routine here at the beginning. She's been doing a lot of research into this.
That's right, and actually you caught me because I was practicing what I've been learning in the research as I was taking a joy break. Getting my joy on.
Excellent. So maybe you can tell us a little more about why why that might be even especially important during these kind of stressful times.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It's getting joy and delight every day is super important for mental health, as you and I both know, but especially right now. And one of the interesting things that I really connected was just like we're worried about the coronavirus and its infection rate. It's also that happiness and emotions are infectious as well. And so that really got me to dive into the research a little bit more and discover that, in the field of positive psychology, there's quite a bit of research that actually shows that when we experience joy and delight on a daily basis, we get a lot of benefits from that. A boost to our emotional mood, of course, but then also it helps our cognitive processing. We tend to be more creative, we're better problem solvers after we've done some joyful, delightful activities, experiencing that. It also leads to reduction in how people experience pain in their body and reduces muscle tension. We can feel more confident, experience competence that way. There's just so many benefits. As a matter of fact, there's some evidence out of the field of, medicine that like laughter can have some health benefit to our lungs and heart. Yeah.
All really important right now. So, it sounds like what you're saying is that maybe prioritizing or being intentional about joy is not just a luxury for yourself. It can help you learn, can even be infectious and help your loved ones or people you're in social isolation with.
Yeah, isn't that interesting that, something that we might take as a luxury or, I don't have time to do something fun today because I'm so stressed out. It's actually going to help you if you create some time for that. It's going to help you learn better at school. And it truly is infectious. There's a study, we could actually, put the link up on our recording today, that talks about this thing called the dynamic spread of happiness. And it's a study that showed that when we do something joyful and delightful, we get that mood boost that is sustaining to us, but then also that has an effect on 3 degrees of separation in our social network.
Wow.
And so what I mean by the separation is that I'm in a good mood might infect you a bit with feeling a little happier when we get done with this recording. Maybe then you talk to a friend who picks up on that happiness, and that friend turns around and talks to somebody else, and that friend of your friend picks up on the happiness. So my happiness actually can impact somebody I don't even know. So that's what it means by those 3 degrees of separation.
Okay, so it can really have potentially a big effect. My happiness can affect 3 removed from me.
Right. Yeah.
And this was you're saying this was in an actual scientific study. This is not just somebody's opinion.
Right. It came out of the British Medicine Journal, in 2008, and it was actually a longitudinal study. They studied almost 5,000 participants over a 20-year period.
Holy moly.
Yeah, it's pretty fascinating. So joy, delight, these are not luxurious emotions. These are really important to our physical health, our mental health, and our social health, and our social networks too.
Excellent. Well, I think we're out of time for today, but maybe we can come back next week and talk a little bit about how to cultivate that, even for those who might have maybe a little bit of a hard time with it that they're feeling.
Yeah, of even imagining how you would do that. But in the meantime, consider a dance party in your house sometime, even if just by yourself. Excellent.
All right, well, thank you for tuning in today. As a reminder, as always, we're here for you, the counseling service via Zoom meetings, either by appointment, or we do walk-ins Tuesday morning 9 to 1 and Wednesday morning 9 to 1. Thanks so much.
Bye.